Hello everyone, I welcome you all for the lecture series videos of hydraulics and pneumatics. In the previous video, we have discussed about a multiple position a direction control valve, how the multiple positions can be accomplished with the help of detent and spring mechanisms uh, we have discussed in the previous video. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the next type of valve, that is pressure control valve. So the pressure control valve is quite different from the direction control valve. Uh, pressure is an important parameter in the fluid, which directly related with the force. So by controlling the pressure, we can control the force of the actuator, because pressure is proportional with the force. Pressure is nothing but force applied per unit area. So the various things can be achieved by controlling the pressure of the fluid. So let us discuss how the pressure is controlled with the help of pressure control valve, and what are all the different categories of pressure control valve, necessity of pressure control valve, everything in this video. So we'll have a deep dive in the video. So as we know very well about the pressure is an important parameter of the fluid. So to control the pressure, we can have the following advantages. One is to protect the system from damage due to the excessive pressure which is developed in the system. So this is because of uh, any damage in the system or any block in the system due to the flow. So if there is any restriction in the flow due to blockage, so the pressure of the inside the pipeline or forces is keep on increasing, because the pump is continuously pumping the fluid. If the pressure of the fluid exceeds the safety limit of the pipeline or any hydraulic circuit, it tends to burst. So which will cause an accident, uh, which may take several lives of the people also. So to avoid this, we need to protect the system against the damage due to the excessive pressure. For that, the pressure control valves can be used. The second thing is to sequence the motion of various cylinders, especially more than one cylinders, like 2 cylinders or 3 cylinders, hydraulic cylinders we are using in the circuit. We need to sequence the motion of cylinders. Which cylinder has to be operated first and followed by the next cylinder and the next cylinder. So this is done with the help of the pressure sequence valve. And the third purpose is to limit the pressure on the selected section of the circuit. For example, if you are using multiple cylinders, all the cylinders are connected with a common pipeline, and all the cylinders are powered with the help of pumps. So the pump is able to generate only the constant pressure. If all the cylinders operated by that pressure, the force will be very common. For some typical applications, we need to use less force for the cylinder. Those parts may be fragile in nature. For example, water bottles. So since it isn't fragile in nature, if we apply less force, it tends to uh, crush the bottle. So to overcome this, we have to reduce the pressure of the valve, and thereby we can reduce the force of the actuator. This is the typical application of the pressure control valve, where the motor is connected with the pump, and the pump is connected with the hoses, and finally it is connected with the pressure relief valve. And at the bottom we have a reservoir. This complete setup is called a hydraulic power pack. So if you take any hydraulic power pack, consists of prime mover, which is used to power the pump. And the pump, it is powered by the prime mover and take fluid from the reservoir, and the fluid under atmospheric pressure from the reservoir is pressurized and sent it to the circuit. Before connecting to the circuit, we have to use pressure relief valve. If there is any blockage or any excessive pressure in the system, and the excessive pressure can be relieved with the help of pressure relief valve. So these are all the various categories of pressure control valve. So it is categorized into 5 types uh, to control various parameters. If we uh, control the system maximum pressure, we have to use pressure relief valve, PRV. And if you sequence the motion of an actuator used for multiple cylinder applications, then we have to use sequence valve. Abbreviation is SB. If to control the restrained movement, especially in vertical cylinder, prevent downward motion against the gravity force, for that we have to use counterbalance valve, CBV. If you are not utilizing the hydraulic power, we need to unload the pump. So for that we are using pump unloading valve. So it is represented by the letters UV. And if we want to reduce the pressure on the selected sections, we have to use pressure reducing valve. The abbreviation for the pressure reducing valve is RPV. These are all the various grouping of pressure control valve. So in this lecture series video, we have introduced about the pressure control valves and why we need to control the pressure for typical applications. The applications are to reduce the pressure on selected sections, to relieve the excessive pressure against the damaging of circuit, and finally to reduce the pressure for the selected sections to control it. So I hope this video is useful for you. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you.